Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. We're just moments away from the action, and it's all up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it.
Alright, man, so the wait is officially over, and we find ourselves just one game away from winning that UFL Championship. We saw the preview, we saw the journey, and now it's just time to play some ball. The Dayton Triangles taking on the Philadelphia Stars, and the UFL Championship is officially underway, as Philadelphia will return it to around the 22-yard line to get things started. And this Philadelphia Stars team is led by the aging veteran quarterback Gregory Sanders, who's having a nice season, has a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, threw for over 4,500 yards over the course of the regular season, and he'll have the first crack at the ball as Sanders throws to the right-hand side. Nick Cotton does make the tackle, but Titus Way, one of the players that we did preview extensively, actually gets the first touch of this ball game, and it will make it 3rd and 3, where their tailback runs up the middle. And for whatever reason, it didn't make any adjustments to the depth charts on the other team, so I don't know what happened there. But Singleton is going to make his way to the NFL after this game, but choosing to play in the UFL Championship, just feeling a little bit different. Now, with that being said, 2nd and long coming up as Sanders drops back. He's going to step up in the pocket and does find an open receiver who is eventually able to go ahead and pick up that first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Sanders drops back to pass, finds Titus Way once again, and Titus Way is going to already get his 2nd catch of the day. He's putting together a nice first down drive as we get sucked in on the play action on that 2nd and short. We thought we were going to run the ball there, but instead they throw right behind us as McCullen is going to get a huge gain because we did not have that zone discipline there. And it leads to a red zone opportunity on the first drive of the game for this Philadelphia Stars offense. But they are facing a 3rd and long, though not the only 3rd down they've been facing so far today. Sanders throws up the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Had to throw it away because that pressure was starting to get home, and Philadelphia does have to settle for the field goal, which also means that your Dayton Triangles are going to take over. And it's going to be interesting to see what we do with this new quarterback, Marvin Whitfield. Going to be in the game as Andrew Collar has signed an NFL deal to be the Houston Texans backup quarterback. Couple of other key players missing on the defensive side of the ball, so could be interesting as we're not nearly as manned as this Philadelphia Stars team, who only has one such player going to the NFL. We had 3 of those guys. Now, with that being said, we do at least get things started. A nice first drive thus far, driving to about the 41-yard line, where we start to see the mobility of Marvin Whitfield here. A little bit more agile than Andrew Collar, and it showed there, able to nearly pick up the first down all by himself. Instead, they're going to mark him at just short. His slide started before he reached that first down marker. And so we're going to run for it here on 3rd and short. And of course, Jonathan McGriff is going to pick that up for us. He's going to be busy in this one. Unproven quarterback. And we do need to realize as well, when you have that unproven quarterback, that does mean that could be some more volatility in the game, as Whitfield is going to drop back. He wants to scramble again, this time not getting nearly as much. Didn't like the looks that he saw downfield, and therefore Dane's going to have to settle for a field goal. But we will do just enough to tie this game up, as we're going to get into one of the last plays of the first quarter, where Sanders drops back. He's looking around, fires to the right hand side, and finds Titus Way for a massive first down as Paul Hitchens just cannot keep up for the scramble drill. And it definitely showed on that play, as that's going to bring an end to the first quarter of action. A low-scoring first quarter. However, with that being said, both teams have been able to move the ball pretty well in spite of what the score says. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get things started here in this second quarter, where we pick up on another third down conversion attempt here as we try to get him off the field here. Trying to throw to the left-hand side, and it's another Dante Titus Way, who's having a massive first half. 5 catches and 71 yards thus far. As now, 1st and 10 coming up, looking over the middle. And stop if you heard this one before, but Titus Way has yet another catch. That's his 6th catch of the game. And we're going to quickly need to make some adjustments if we want to hold him down. As now, 3rd and short coming up. They're going to run it up the middle, but runs into a lot of traffic. As that is Paul Hitchens that eventually gets home. And interesting enough, even though it is just needing a single yard, they are going to settle for the field goal. So we are going to be down 6-3, but the veteran Will Hunter is going to take the kickoff. And Will Hunter actually does find an extremely nice seam, able to get to the corner and really show some burst there. So our next drive, we don't have to go too terribly far. Starting inside the 40-yard line. Just got to make the most of the opportunity. And sure enough, Donovan Christmas certainly helps out with that. That levels concept really is a big one, you know, for that tight end. We love to see that. And so now we're going to be just outside of the red zone, where we'll get there for sure with Jonathan McGriff picking up the first down and getting to about the 9-yard line. So that's going to be a brand new set of downs again, where we'll have free plays to get 9 yards to get the first touchdown of the game. Throwing over the left-hand side. It was contested, but DeAndre Bazier is able to haul it in. Well, in the very next play, though, Jonathan McGriff has a chance to find the end zone and makes it happen. Touchdown, Dayton. And the Triangles are going to get the first offensive touchdown of this ball game. And Jonathan McGriff gives Dayton the lead. So a 10-6 lead for your Dayton Triangles as we get into the last few minutes of the first half. Got to play action downfield. Sanders with plenty of time fires to right inside, and Titus Way wins a contested ball against Denario Allen. That was going to be the adjustment, trying to either get a faster linebacker like J.J. Peters or one of the safeties to cover Titus Way, but that just goes to show how difficult of a matchup Titus is. You know, he's too fast for our linebackers, but too big for our DBs. He's going to be a problem today. But this was a dot. I mean, if Sanders hitting those type of completions, man, it's going to be a long day for our secondary, playing without our top corner, as Sanders is going to throw to the left-hand side. He connects with Titus Way once again, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Philadelphia Stars, as Titus Way gives him the lead once again. So definitely a back and forth affair here with less than 2 minutes left to go in the first half, as we'll see what Marvin Whitfield can do on this 2-minute drill. Hasn't scored yet, but he has led a touchdown drive, ending in a Jonathan McGriff rush. So we'll see what he can do now that the pressure is mostly on him, as he'll throw to the left-hand side, connect with Will Hunter, and Will Hunter will pick up the first down. But facing 3rd and long a couple plays later, though, we're going to need Whitfield to make a play. Looking over to the right-hand side, he connects with the tight end, Grayson Heidick, down the sideline, and is going to take himself out of bounds voluntarily, getting across the 20-yard line in the process. So stop me if you heard this before, but we have a red zone opportunity on our hands, as Whitfield throws to the left-hand side once more, wants to connect with DeAndre Bazier, but simply can't haul it in, unfortunately. So 2nd and 10 now coming up. Whitfield looking around, wants to throw over the middle, finds Jonathan McGriff, who was wide but naked open there. And, you know, we don't have to necessarily go hurry up because we are in the red zone. Just got to be cognizant of that clock, however. 3rd and short, Whitfield drops back, finds Will Hunter, nearly finds the end zone. It's going to be brought down at about the 1 yard line. And now we're going to go quick here. Make sure we got a play set up. Whitfield fires, run inside, and DeAndre Bazier is wide but naked open, finding his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dayton! And the Triangles are going to, in fact, take the lead as we approach halftime. It's been a fun UFL Championship game, but our Dayton Triangles are going to find themselves ahead 17-13 at the half. Alright, boys, so welcome back to the second half of action here as we actually get the ball to start the second half because we did end up deferring for the kickoff, so you love to see it. So a big chance to really pull away, but we almost put the ball on the ground. Luckily, one of our burly offensive linemen, that's Anton Mills, the starting left guard, he lands on it, but we certainly caught a break there because that could have been a disaster, as the drive will still end up continuing because of the fact that we did land on our own fumble, thankfully. But just got to be more careful moving forward. But we're certainly not going to quit on Jonathan McGriff, though, who is going to take this run up the middle, and it's going to get across the 30-yard line. First down for the Dayton Triangles, and we are certainly exuding our will in the trenches right now, making me feel like I want to take a shot downfield potentially, but we don't have time. Tyrese Griffin is going to get home, and he's going to lay the lumber on Marvin Whitfield. And this is not necessarily a spot that I want to be in. 3rd and long with our backup quarterback. Whitfield is going to have to try to make things happen, but we go conservative. Go with a screen with DeAndre Bazier. They're not going for it. And so it was a long field goal attempt for Felipe Nichols, but he is able to make the field goal good, so we are able to make this a 7-point game. Not to mention we're able to stop Philadelphia for a change. We're able to get a free and out, but this is not going to last too long. A momentum-changing play as Alan Spires gets the interception. But man, we had Leon Thomas open. He won at the line of scrimmage. That was evident. Just unfortunately, Marvin Whitfield threw it behind him, and so allowed Alan Spires to continue to be in the play. And so, with that being said, it is now Philadelphia ball with a chance to tie the game as Titus Way makes another contested grab. That's going to put him well over 100 yards as Philadelphia now on the goal line trying to find the end zone. Play action. Sanders fires, and it's going to be caught. Denario Allen getting a little lost in coverage, does not win the one-on-one. And so just like that, we got ourselves a tied ball game. All knotted up at 20 apiece here as McGriff is going to run up the middle and picks up a first down for your Triangles here on that particular play. And now, 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line as Whitfield is in the shotgun, fires left. He finds DeAndre Bazier, who makes a tackle. And now, he's in a foot race down the sideline. He's got running from the cap speed, and he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Dayton. And DeAndre Bazier gives Dayton the lead late in the 3rd quarter of action. And we got ourselves a slugfest here between two teams that are worthy of winning the UFL Championship. But with that being said, Philadelphia certainly has an opportunity to tie. And with Von Red getting a neutral zone infraction to give them a free first down, not a great look there. With that being said, the drive will easily continue, but facing a critical 3rd and 4. Sanders in the shotgun. He's got a running back in the backfield. Looking over to the left-hand side. It's a halfback screen. Firing to the left-hand side. And it's a first down for the Philadelphia Stars, who did not realize that the screen was happening. And that's going to be an end to the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter away from possibly winning the UFL Championship. Can your Dayton Triangles hang on and win? So, with that being said, here we are in the 4th quarter. Big game here for both teams. Sanders, all the time in the world, he's going to scramble, and Sanders is brought down by the custom Chris Gentry, but not before reaching the first down marker. So it's a first down for the Philadelphia Stars, as now 2nd and 10, looking over the middle, and Paul Hutchins brings him down, but not before completing the process of the catch. And now it's going to be 3rd and 1. Sanders in the I formation. It's play action. We bit hard, and we give up a touchdown on the back end. Such a devastating mistake by Denorio Allen, as Aaron DeCarvo, the backup tight end, is able to get home. And now we go 3 and out. And that does mean that Philadelphia all of a sudden has a chance to take the lead here in the UFL Championship. So here we go. 2nd and long coming up. Sanders drops back, fires the right hand side, and his receiver is able to make a play. But with that being said, though, it was out of bounds, so it leads to a 3rd and 8. Sanders again dropping back, looking over to right hand side, thrown a little low, but still able to corral it in, as we had to honor that deep route. We saw a deep crosser over the middle, had to play that, and unfortunately it is going to lead to another first down for Philadelphia. And at this point in the game, you have to start getting a little concerned about that clock. Only 4.5 minutes left to play. They could grind out a couple of first downs here and could make things very problematic very quickly, as I have no idea who's supposed to guard that man, because Titus Wade was wide butt naked open. He's been having himself a day, and if Philadelphia wins, he has to be your championship MVP 100%. I mean, he is going off in this championship matchup against what is one of the best defenses in the league. I'm surprised that, we have struggled to stop this Philadelphia team when we've looked so good in the playoffs. We found a way to hold it down against San Antonio, but it's not going to matter here, as Philadelphia is going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Killian Billups, and Philadelphia now has the lead with 3 minutes left to play. So a Marvin Whitfield legacy drive on the way. Can Whitfield get it done? 1st and 10 with a completely empty formation, as Whitfield fires over the left-hand side. Wanted to get Will Hunter, but just overshot him. He had him open for a second. And so after a short completion, just trying to move the sticks at this point, as Whitfield in the shotgun drops back, looks around, doesn't love what he sees, and just has to put it in the dirt, unfortunately. 4th and 6 coming up, and this could very well be the game, given where we are on the field. So, 4th and 6 coming up. Leon Thomas in motion. Whitfield drops back, fires to DeAndre Bazier, who hangs on and makes a catch. Is going to get it to about the 45-yard line. First down for Dayton. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Whitfield again dropping back, looking around, fires over to the left-hand side, and Will Hunter is successfully able to get out of bounds. And we still have all the timeouts to play with, as Whitfield again is going to drop back on the halfback screen. It's going to be McGriff in open space, but getting out of bounds as well. Doing a good job managing this 2-minute drill so far, as Whitfield will look to throw over to the right-hand side, finds Grayson Heineck, and this time we might go ahead and do a little bit of that good old-fashioned no huddle. Whitfield dropping back, fires to the right-hand side. He's got DeAndre Bazier in the end zone. Touchdown, Dayton. And just like that, we got a tie game. DeAndre Bazier just getting open on the crosser. And if our boys can get one stop is all I'm asking for, then we will be having ourselves a chance to win this thing in regulation. But that's not the start that we're looking for, as Philadelphia is already across midfield. They're going to go ahead and utilize their first timeout. So one more first down. We're probably looking at field goal range here potentially. They're certainly on the edge of it, and a big decision here with 15 seconds left. As no, it's a read option for Gregory Sanders, and at this point they're in field goal range, so we're just going to let him run into the end zone there. Get the touchdown, and just hope for a miracle at this point. You know, really just the best of bad options there as we bit badly on the read option. So 2 plays to get 70 yards at this point, man, as Whitfield's going to drop back, looking for someone to get open downfield, looking for a Hail Mary, and Grayson Heineck can't haul it in. So now we really need a miracle here. 3 seconds left. The last play of the UFL Championship. Whitfield with time launches it downfield, and it falls to the ground. Incomplete. And with that being said, the Philadelphia Stars in a shootout are going to be your UFL champions. This is a painful one. 41-34 being your final score. Maybe if we had a few of our key guys, we would have been champions, but it's just not how the cookie crumbles in this league. And it looks like we're going to be watching this celebration from the sideline. So we were right there. We were certainly right there in this game. A chance to win the Super Bowl. And listen, we were either even or we won the first 3 quarters. But unfortunately for us, in that 4th quarter, when it really mattered the most, up by 7, we end up blowing it. The Philadelphia Stars do come back, and they are going to be your UFL champions here in year number 4. And to be honest with you, this feels like a genuine heartbreak. I don't know what to tell you. But what I will say is that we did not lose this game because of Marvin Whitfield. In fact, I was very happy to see how Marvin Whitfield played in this game. He ends up going for almost 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. He does also go 22 for 29. This is a very good performance for Marvin Whitfield. And while the running game wasn't ideal in this one by any means, Jonathan McGriff did have almost 5 yards a carry and did find the end zone. Marvin Whitfield had a couple of pretty good runs as well, which I'm certainly not mad about at all. Shoot, DeAndre Bazier, he had the game of his life today. 8 catches, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You know, coming back from injury, he absolutely balls out for us, man. He played extremely well. I was a little disappointed in how Leon Thomas played. I think we could have done a little bit better job of getting him the ball, but I mean, I felt like we did an extremely nice job of being a good ball distributor as Mitch Whitfield was getting more comfortable with the offense. But what really cost us here today was our defense. Our defense cost us the championship. There is no good reason why you can put up 34 points in a game and lose by a heartbreaking touchdown. Now, that being said, I will say that there is some bright spots. Jordan Baptiste had 14 tackles. Paul Hitchens did have 12 himself. We failed to get to the quarterback, though. I will say that Matt Weaver was definitely missed in this game. We really need his presence, and we didn't force any turnovers either. So, you know, missing our top interior rusher and missing our top corner and our starting quarterback, missing all of those 3 people. Those are really important leaders on our team. It showed out there, and that's a big reason why we fell apart in that 4th quarter. So at least for next season, we do get a couple of upgrades that we can use to improve the roster going into next year. So what we are going to do is I am going to improve pass coverage for Cameron Spencer, because evidently we really do need it, as Cameron Spencer does get us to an 87. Actually gets to a natural 85 overall, but he gets an ability slot, which is kind of cool to see. You know, really don't mind that at all. And then Nas Evans, the guy that I've been trying to develop for quite some time, and I still haven't quite reached the number of snaps needed to get his development trait unlocked yet, but we will get a speed rusher here, and he at least gets to a decent 74 overall, but nothing too crazy though. He's going to get a +3 to block shed, +2 to finesse, +3 to play recognition, so a lot of good things happening for Nas Evans as we continue to develop him. But the best thing that we can absolutely do is we just got to move on. This stings. This absolutely stings. But I feel like even with a rough loss like this, we lost 3 starters to the NFL. and we nearly won the championship game still. This is a really good roster. We just need to do a little bit of tweaking here or there, and we're going to be fine. We are absolutely going to be fine. It's just, what can we do to make sure that we get ourselves over the top and win ourselves a UFL championship? That's what matters. And we'll go ahead and move towards that direction in the next episode. We will go ahead, we'll do the off-season recap in the next episode as we prepare to try to figure out what we want to do in order to make sure that this roster gets over the top. But with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this UFL Championship episode. And if you did, make sure you go ahead and do a couple of things for me. Hit that like button, and then also hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Game on the mic signing off. But hoping you guys are all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.